Alright, so for the fourth game of Season 7, we had a bit of a problem. Well, I had a problem. And Streamlabs didn't record the game. Like, at all. It actually happened again today, but I did at least pin the game so I could keep it. And we can have a look at it. From my perspective, obviously. But this could give me a few opportunities to say a few more things than the occasional excitement when I actually get a kill, you know. But yeah, as usual, I think I recall being very much in doubt whether or not I'll be useful as Hanzo, because sometimes you just don't do anything, you know. And this point in particular on attack, not super easy. It's not super difficult if they're on the same high ground as you here, but I think defense has it a bit better. So, gotta get ready to see what's on the other side. Oh yeah, I think I made a joke about how it seemed like he wasn't moving, but he dodged my arrow, and then I got real lucky and he walked right into it. So that felt nice. All I know is I'm trying to get into the back line. Yeah, I'm just trying to find the really small sight lines, you know, and just kind of spam down there. Sometimes you get lucky. I did decide to try the high ground here, but I'm pretty sure I remember saying how I'm pretty bad. And so we didn't quite notice it yet, although I think I picked up on that here. The enemy team started saying near the end of this round that their tank was trolling, and I think it's a lot more obvious in the second round that their tank, yeah, he just literally walked off the bridge. I think I was dead at the time, so I didn't see it happen, so it'd be nice to go back there and see it in a bit, but yeah. I wasn't paying attention to it at first, but I believe it. I was just having a hard time just trying to keep up, because, you know, you really have to get those shots if you want to do something as Hanzo. Yeah, look at that, yeah. At this point I knew what... Even I had a suspicion and their enemy team hadn't said anything. I thought he was just, yeah, trolling here. But, yeah, I was a bit too busy with just not sucking. As one does. Just the team did try though. And it does feel like sometimes the enemy team is trying, but like, I mean, the tank, yeah, that definitely seems stupid. I mean, I guess he was trying to block the payload from going, but it feels like he could have avoided being in my ult. I don't know. It's really hard to look back at these games and, you know, still try to talk about it in real life, like in real time. Yeah, I felt really stupid not being able to hit those shots. I think at some point I also feel like I'm doing so little compared to Sombra that I actually swap if I'm not wrong. Yeah. Here I'm always in a little bit of doubt because the monkey is still doing okay, but I'm trying to avoid shooting the tank and instead focusing on getting the soldier constantly. I think I get a few nice shots in, but most of the time it really is just about trying to stay at a spot where people can't really get to me, and I can kind of shoot down sight lines, and every so often you get to one shot and then, you know, get the space to push. And unfortunately, and this is why some of my games, even when my aim is okay, and even if I am getting the kills, I can't do anything because I'm not getting the kills either at the right time, or by the time I finally do get a kill, there is no one left to capitalize on the kills. So yeah, I don't know. It's about, you know, finding the balance between when you keep missing and if you're starting to run behind. I think my ult here was just like, okay, if we can just get them gathering up together on the last push, I'm bound to get at least one random kill. Didn't quite happen like that, but you know, good enough, I would say. I definitely feel like just for the memes, I might just decide to do a different recording looking at the enemy team's perspective of this game. Because, yeah, the second round does not go very well for them here. About halfway, yeah.
Initiating match.
And that makes me wonder, when did I swap? Because I'm pretty sure I swapped off Hanzo at one point. Yeah, it's a shame it wasn't recorded as I was playing, because then I would have had the stats to look at from time to time. Because you can't see stats here.
Find your strength. We are soon to need it.
I can't remember what I'm doing here. I think this is where I alt tab and discover that OBS hasn't been recording this entire time. Quite sad. I mean, it's given me an opportunity to try something new, and I'm definitely late to the party, so I just decided to stay on low ground. But I know I would make the choice anyway, because I am not as good yet at aiming from high ground. I also don't use that particular crosshair on Hanzo. I do actually use the default crosshair. It helps a lot, in my opinion, for learning where to aim as Hanzo, because it really shows you the distance. So I tend to just try to stick the enemy's head between the top and the second dot, depending on how far they are, slightly closer to the bottom one or slightly closer to the middle one. This, however, is a crosshair I use for just about everyone else. Yeah, my partner was having a lot of fun on Sombra here, and oh yeah, that was a really nice headshot. I was, you know, just aim at the crowd and hope to, yep, this is one of the ones. I guess I wasn't dead, I just kind of was too busy focusing on the other, on getting the kills, and yeah, my aim is horrible here. Yeah, it's a very strange one. I seem to learn to do, you know, play around with a hero's kit bit by bit. I tend to focus here on, you know, just getting the long range shots in while trying my best to aim as well as I can for the close range shots, but I know I'm gonna miss those so hard because of the way the arrow comes out. It really, you have to aim a bit higher than you think you need to, and I'm not quite used to that. But it does remind me of the Roadhog one shot hook combo, which is really the thing I learned on Roadhog back in the day to try and play as him if I had to tank, and can't wait for the rework. Yeah, that was really nice. I thought that was very cool that the two Orissas were trying to fight over the bridge, and it's good that R1 won another blind dragon. I really need to stop doing that. Sometimes I just use a blind dragon and hope to get killed. It does work out sometimes. It's a bad habit. I need to stop doing that. To be fair, that one was aimed. There's not a lot of space they could have been in. But yeah, that was not smart. Yeah, this is another one that shows how I really need to keep maintaining distance if I want to get the shots in. Again, this is him just probably trolling, which is why I stopped attacking him at this point, since I was also aware that their team was saying that that was an awesome shot. Pure luck. I loved it. Sorry. I think this particular play was also play of the game in the end, because I did get play of the game for this one. But yeah, I don't think the game would have been anywhere near as close to a stomp if their tank had actually played seriously. And sometimes it looks like they're trying to play seriously, but I'm actually more closely inclined to believe the enemy team that yeah, their tank is just throwing here. It's a shame, but I do like. I can respect the attempt here. I think it's a shame that they died, but I can respect that. One of my favorite uses of Orisa's ult one time was when I got hooked in O in Nepal, and I dragged 2 other people with me. As you can tell, yeah, no chance in hell for them to win. Yeah, no, I think if their tank had played seriously, we may not have had all 3 points, and yeah, we would have had a much tougher time on defense. Don't think my Hanzo would have been good enough if the tank was actually trying. But yeah, I'm gonna go have dinner, and then I might record the tank's perspective, and let's find out if they really were trolling or if they're just bronze.